So you hired a VA and it didn't work out. All right. Now you think offshore doesn't work? Well, let's talk about that. So look, you wouldn't swear off hiring in the US just because one recruiter bombed, right? So don't write off an entire global talent market just because one person didn't work out. I'm Diane Prince. I built and sold a staffing agency for $28 million. Now I help founders like you scale without losing your mind or your shit. In this video, I'm breaking down why offshore hiring fails, how to build a remote team that actually delivers, and what it takes to lead a business that doesn't depend on your geography. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel while we're here together. Okay, so here's the truth. Offshore versus onshore isn't the real debate. Location isn't the issue. Leadership is. The right hire in the wrong system won't work, and the wrong hire anywhere will always be a drain. Hiring is about the who, not the where. Okay, so here's why offshore hires fail, and it's not because they're offshore. Most founders who fail at offshore hiring made the same mistakes. They have vague expectations, zero onboarding or training, hoping someone else will magically fix chaos, choosing cheap over value. A founder once told me they hired cheap help overseas with no direction. Well, surprise, it crashed and burned in weeks. Offshore hires fail when they're not led. A VA is not a miracle worker. They're a force multiplier. If you give them something worth multiplying, that's really important. Okay, so what makes an offshore team world class? You can't outsource leadership. World-class teams don't just happen. You've got to build the system where the people succeed. And then you can bring in leadership under you. That's true. Onboarding that's clear is important. KPIs that matter, weekly check-ins, feedback loops. Teams are people, not plugins. Treat them like pros and they will perform like pros. Here's what to look for when hiring offshore and what separates the greats from the rest. You want to find people who communicate clearly, who take initiative, who either know your industry or can learn it fast. They don't just follow systems. You want people to improve them and make suggestions. Okay, here's an example. One of our 8 team members stepped into a client's business, spotted broken SOPs, and fixed workflows that saved hours every week. That's impact. Okay, don't settle, don't generalize, and don't quit. Bad hires suck, but generalizing is lazy. One bad experience, that is data, not destiny. Hire slow, fire fast, just like you would in the US, and keep refining. Your dream team is out there. You just have to be ruthless about the quality. Remember, offshore or onshore, your job is to get the right people in the right seats and lead them like a CEO. Final thoughts. Great teams are not local, they're built. Great teams aren't found by zip codes. They're built with intention. Talent is global. Leadership, that's you. When you set the culture, the pace, the priorities, you can scale elite talent from anywhere. My own global team came together piece by piece, and I'd never go back to the old way. I have been obsessed about figuring out the virtual assistant thing, and I can say it is working really well. You want a business that runs without you doing everything? That starts with the right people. Find them, lead them, and keep them. And if you want help building your offshore team that actually gets shit done, that's what we do. So click the link below to book a call with your A-team and let's scale your business together, shall we? Okay, I'm Diane Prince. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and your future team, they're ready. The question is, are you ready?